Okay, guys, here we go. This is the pre-made canned asset pack from Brushify. This is the medieval buildings. Um, some are also internal as well. Some you can't enter, some you can. There's a castle off in the distance. We have foliage spawned with animations. So this is what I was thinking might be sufficient for a very fast level for, say, the town of Cragstone or something like that. You might not have the castle in there. You may not have as many buildings, but in general, it's pretty easy to set this up. So let's take a quick look around. We've got um, some kind of abandoned buildings. We've got a church. We've got multiple scenes, um, some of which you can enter, like I said, some of which you can't. Let me go back into developer mode here and see. This is obviously like a lake or a moat around the edges here, around the outside. Here's another second internal building. Let's go inside here real quick. Fairly nice detail, but still fast. This is only a 1080 GTX 1080 card on a Ryzen 3 processor, and it's handling this level no problem. Things are spawning in and out. You can see that as I run forward, it's spawning new foliage. We'll just take a run up here to the top. But these buildings, in terms of Asheron's Call, are semi-similar in terms of the look and feel of them. Asheron's Call obviously didn't have as new a textures and as fancy as foliage and everything in the Unreal Engine comparatively, but in general it looks fairly good for a level. You can see this is actually a fairly big map. It goes way off into the distance there. There's houses and other buildings way off in the distance. This is just the main castle here. Let's climb up here and see what we've got. So once again, I didn't create any of this. This is just the pre-made Brushify medieval assets pack. But it still gives a pretty good feel for an MMO style game, I think. Oh, this is a throne room. So even more detail could actually be added to these assets, but I thought it might be fun to show you guys what I quickly was working on, and just to see whether it had the kind of the same feel of Asheron's Call. But with a more modern twist, really. Obviously, this is quite a bit more detailed than the original game had, but tell me what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys on Discord. If you guys like this or this style of game assets and foliage, trees, grasses, flowers, then we could certainly use this. It would certainly speed up a lot of the modeling process that I've been doing in Blender and ZBrush and Substance Painter. I can make all these assets, of course, from scratch. The castle towers, all of that is easily made in Blender, but it still takes quite a bit of time. So these assets might take weeks to recreate. So it would save us a lot of time in terms of building quick towns out of these assets, at least for Osteth. Now there's nothing, of course, for the Amishan buildings, which are more, of course, more tribal and will need to be modeled from scratch. But this at least would give us a little bit of a head start on Osteth, since that's our first player level, and would allow us to quickly build some content. You know, for instance, in these houses that would be that you can go inside, you know, there would probably be quest NPCs, and there would be, say, an auctioneer in here to be able to get onto the global trading, the world trading bazaar. If you wanted to buy a crafted item, you could do that by going into one of these houses. There would obviously be a sign outside showing you that it's an auctioneer or auction house. Same thing with you know, something might have, there might be a banker inside one of these, so you can get into your world inventory and exchange items for coin or whatever you wanted to do. So tell me what you guys think, and I'll put this up on YouTube and so you guys can have a look. Thanks.